Imagine for a moment that everything in your life has a cost. Not just the things we buy or own, but everything that exists in our world. The thoughts that swirl through our minds, the feelings that rush through us, the environment we live in, the actions we take, the people around us, and the precious time that slips away each day. They all come with a price. The currency we pay for these things is the energy required to make them function, to fuel them, to make them a part of our experience. This delicate system of life relies on a balance, on harmony. For every unit of energy we expend, whether in our thoughts or actions, we need to find a way to bring that energy back in to maintain equilibrium. Without this, we can quickly find ourselves running low on resources, emotional, mental, and physical. This is when the balance shifts and we start to fall into deficit, unable to afford the cost of the energy we're still consuming. In this state, we continue to think, feel, and imagine all the things we need to do just to get through our days. But the energy to pay for these actions is simply not there. The deficit grows, and the actions we take become more draining. The more we run on empty, the more expensive it is to keep going. Our energy consumption increases, and our capacity to replenish it dwindles. This imbalance begins to disrupt the natural order, creating stress, anxiety, and a spiral that's difficult to escape. But here's the thing, the system doesn't want us to remain in deficit. It's not designed to let us run empty. The universe, life, and biology itself are all invested in keeping us in balance. And when we veer too far off track, when the balance is lost, the universe will work to provide us with the opportunities and guidance we need to regain our energy and find harmony once again. This isn't just some abstract idea. This is a fundamental truth of biology. Our bodies, minds, and spirits thrive on balance. Just like the energy systems we rely on, we too need to find ways to replenish the energy we expend. This process isn't optional. It's as essential as breathing. This need for balance and renewal is called self-care. Unfortunately, in today's fast-paced world, we often neglect this vital practice, confusing it with indulgence or selfishness, when in reality, it's a critical part of keeping ourselves whole. When we don't prioritize self-care, we push ourselves to the brink. We tell ourselves we're too busy, that other things are more important, or that we'll get to it tomorrow. We live in this constant state of running on fumes, perpetually trying to keep up with the demands of life without stopping to recharge. We end up like a boat with holes, constantly bailing out water, trying to stay afloat, but slowly sinking under the weight of everything we're carrying. The answer isn't to just keep bailing. We need to plug the leaks. We need to stop or reduce the things that drain us and find ways to replace the energy we've lost. This is where boundaries come in. We must begin asking ourselves what stresses belong to us, what we can let go of, and what we can do to reduce the strain on our minds and bodies. At the same time, we need to prioritize our own self-care, giving ourselves permission to rest and recharge, even if the world around us is demanding more. Self-care is not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle where energy flows in and out in balance. It's about recognizing that self-care is essential to our well-being, not a luxury, not a side activity, but a vital part of life that needs to be integrated into everything we do. Whether it's nourishing our bodies with healthy food, giving our minds a space to rest, or simply taking time for ourselves, self-care is the key to preventing burnout and maintaining the energy we need to function at our best. You see, when we don't give ourselves permission to care for our energy, the universe will make us take a break. We'll crash, burn out, and be forced to slow down, often in ways we don't expect or want. But this is not the universe punishing us. It's the universe trying to get us to listen, to understand that we need balance, we need rest, we need self-care, not as a luxury, but as a necessity for our survival, our mental clarity, and our happiness. The solution is simple. We must stop waiting for a crisis to force us into taking care of ourselves. We must actively create space for self-care in our lives, even when it feels like there's no time. It doesn't have to be grand gestures. It can be small, consistent actions that allow us to reset and recharge. This might mean eating better, getting more rest, setting boundaries, finding time for things we enjoy, and surrounding ourselves with positive influences. Each small step we take towards self-care is a vote for the person we are becoming, a choice to prioritize our well-being, and a step towards the balance and harmony we all crave. So ask yourself, what are the energy leaks in your life? What do you need to let go of to create space for renewal? Are you ready to make self-care a lifestyle, not just a temporary fix? The universe is always guiding you towards balance. It's time to listen. If you have enjoyed this episode, then please consider subscribing for future episodes. Thank you for joining me today. Go well, go in peace, be kind to yourself, and we will see you soon.